Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Really. Radhe Radhe and welcome to Goura Sangha. Gurave Goura Chandraya Radhikaya Iltadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Vaktaya Tatvaktaya Namo Namaha. Really. Just like this, chant and be happy. I think this word coming from A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is possible one of his most intelligent quotes, lines ever. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada have been so intelligent. I think, honestly, that Swami Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami, is possible one of the most intelligent men in the century or in the past hundreds of years. What he did has not, you cannot compare with anything that have been happening. Honestly, after Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Nitai Prabhu, what he did was truly incredible. Never in the world have we seen something like this. Of course, in somehow, we can think that he was in the right time and space, because for our philosophy, we tend to think that our acharyas, gurus, or devotees who has such a power are some kind of Shakti Avesh avatar, right? And it looks like, but the only point that I don't agree with this idea is that there are other gurus and leaders and very famous people that they're not Shakti Avesh avatar. So why I should call somebody who is so successful and popular Shakti Avesh avatar while others are not? To put in example and context, if we speak about Osho Raknesh or Sadhguru, for example, that today is so big and popular, we cannot say that he is a Shakti Avesh avatar. Avatar of who? But in reality, he has. They had back in time, and they have a very good teamwork. So of course it looks like incredible what they are doing, and in somehow this is what I have been trying to speak for such a long time in relation to how to develop our Sankirtan, how to preach, how to teach the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and all this beautiful philosophy. What Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada did is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, because there are so many stages in this phenomenon. One of those is that he had not any support from no one. When he asked support to his spiritual brothers or cousin, to say from the same math from Gaudiya math, he had not any support from no one. Later on, Sri Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he helped him with Mirdangam and things like this. But in the very beginning, Swami Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami, he had not any support. So what he did is quite incredible. Now, yes, was the boom of in America about gurus and spiritual leaders. Indeed, all the gurus were flying to United States on that times, because there was the chicken of the golden eggs, right? Was the right time to go and to establish a mission, because there was the hippie movement and everybody was looking for that, starting with the Beatles and Santana, and so many of the hippie leaders in music culture, that they were about gurus, so Indian gurus. So of course, all the followers and all the popular pop culture was engaged on this so-called spiritual journey, spiritual search, and Prabhupada get in the right place, right time. So and somehow other devotees who will do similar, but with the same power, with the same strength and love, will achieve something quite similar, but nobody did. That's the big thing, and what I truly admire about Bhaktivedanta Swami, because from my background, my philosophical background, we are following Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And Sri Nityananda Prabhu was a preacher who went to the place that he doesn't want to be in order to teach the Harinam and the Holy Name. But no one from this philosophy went or have been properly to preach the glories of Harinam, Radha and Krishna. But Bhaktivedanta Swami did it from Gaudiya Math background. Quite important. Some say that Bhaktivedanta Swami is like an expansion of Nityananda Prabhu. I don't believe that, but what I do believe is that he was incredible. Anyways, such intelligence to translate so many books and to live all this, even in different paribars in Western culture, we are still have to line to read the books of Bhaktivedanta Swami, because nobody have been taking the time of translating to English, for example, Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam and this kind of text, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we are still studying him. We have very big intellectual people, but nobody have been doing this job, and I think it's quite important to do in one point. I have been asking many times when we will have our books and this and that. Nothing came out, but for sure something will appear after all, and we can have this philosophy explaining from different points of view, because this philosophy is such a transcendental tattva that we can explain it from different point of view, different ways. So the ways that Bhaktivedanta Swami is explaining for a Western and absolutely ignorant point of view. So he explained everything for people who knows nothing and has mainly no any realization, spiritual realization, taking in consideration the kind of followers he had back in time, all coming from hippies, from junkies, drug addicts, alcoholics, people like this, who really didn't have any basic way of behave as a human being. So he has to explain everything from the very bottom. That is, of course, is incredible and is very important to do. Everybody must to follow the first part of Bhakti Sadhana, as explained in Hari Bhakti Vilas by Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad. And then Srila Prabhupada has this quote, "Chant Hare Krishna and be happy." Such incredible ideas that he came out with, such incredible slogans, taking in consideration that Bhaktivedanta Swami was from Vaishya family. He has a pharmacy, he has business in his material life. So he know how to sell, he know how to promote the things, because Indians here, they are expert in selling. When they want to sell something, oh Krishna, they are really the top of the sellers. They can create such incredible things, and to go ahead selling to you something that in other there is no other way that you will buy, but they can make you buy anything. So Bhaktivedanta Swami was this kind of genius mind behind all this preaching mission he did. Fantastic. All glories to Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Really, honestly, I say. But chant Hare Krishna and be happy, just like this, is not really what is going on, because when you start chanting Hare Krishna, and here we get to the hard ground and the core of this episode. When we chant Hare Krishna mantra, the first thing that we get is some kind of ruchi, good taste in the mouth, good taste in the heart, good taste in the mind. And this is the first drop of nectar that Krishna will give to you. To everyone who starts seriously chanting Hare Krishna and the heart start melting for this philosophy, the Gaudiya philosophy, then Krishna will give you the first drop of nectar and he will hook you up. Yes, he will give you spiritual pleasure and even some spiritual realizations for sure you can have in the very beginning of the path. And that is sweet and that is great. I hear one time some devotee older than me, he say, we were speaking about the same thing. And he said to me, I'm trying to find the exactly words that he explained. He said that Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we start chanting, yes, we chant with pure heart in somehow. We are not pure of karma, of samskars, etc. No, but our intention of chanting is pure because we don't know exactly the power of Mahamantra. We don't know what are the apparats. We don't know anything. We just chant because we desire to chant. So this in somehow is the pureness of Harinam. Yeah. So when we chant in pureness, then the full effect of Harinam is coming to us. The full effect of Harinam came to us. So we can really experiment and experience some things in our very beginning of the path. Yeah. Because you see all devotees as pure devotees. Everyone is pure. Everybody who chants Hare Krishna is brother and sister, and everybody is soul, and everybody is a full Krishna in full Krishna consciousness, and they are aware and they are awake. They are big and incredible, and you admire everyone, and you chant Hare Krishna with them. And then this is the exactly point of view you must to have in your very advanced stage of life. Is this: everybody is pure, everybody is devotee, everybody is chanting Hare Krishna, everybody is better than you, and you want to serve them all. This is how it works, and this is the stage or very advanced souls that they don't do this distinction between new devotees, old devotees. Everybody is respected, everybody deserves love, everybody deserves your admiration, everybody should be served. One of these things, for example, when I met my Gurudev, my Babaji Maharaj, I was in his ashram mandir in Radhakund, and of course I knew him by pictures, and I was reading about him quite a lot. And he came and he looked at me and he said, "Did you eat? Have you been eating something?" But he showed me like this. I say, "No, Baba," and thinking that he will ask some devotee to bring some prasad or to offer something. And incredible, he disappeared, and in a couple minutes later he came with some prasad, and he put it where I was sitting, and he put a plate, and with the prasad he took with the own hand and put in my plate. And say prasad, and he said to me, "Eat prasad." I was like, "What? I'm coming to meet you, and you are serving me prasad?" In my Western culture of devotees that I grew up, my education was like, Guru will never do something like that. He will never look at you much. But he came and gave me prasad, and he took everything that he used for serving, and he went to kitchen, just like this. Yeah. It was truly, truly impressive. Of course, this must be natural. I should do this. Everybody should do this. Nobody is in such a high level, with the exception of Sri Radha and Sri Govind. But I was impressed by this, and I was like, really, wow, this is something else. I discovered now I saw something else. Beautiful. But when we are in the process of chanting Hare Krishna, this should be our point of view. I have to serve everyone. I have to help everyone who came for help, and I have to do my best as a devotee in order to achieve that supreme goal. What is the supreme goal? Radha and Krishna. It's the service of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. This is the supreme goal. So when we are chanting, we start experimenting different stages. The stages of the chanting of Hare Krishna is developing ourselves, but it's not just chant and be happy in the beginning, because the first stages, really, when you start seriously doing sadhana and chanting, the first stages are cleaning. And this is the area that normally people does not like. Cleaning yourself is painful. Cleaning yourself gives you a lot of troubles. Cleaning yourself makes you cry. Cleaning yourself makes you feel really, really bad. Because after millions of lives lived in ignorance, now by grace, Kripa of Jagat Guru, the Supreme Guru and the Guru Tattva, now you have the holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and it start working. It start affecting and transforming yourself, transforming you. And this process hurts. Detachment from what you like, control of the mind when all life and all previous life we live with the mind, like free your mind, and now you must control your mind. Millions of life of animal consciousness must be under control in 1 second, and this is not easy. This is difficult, but it's possible. When you do with love, in order to prepare yourself for the supreme seva, service to Shri Shri Radha Shyam. You must progress in the chanting and the beginning, the starting of the battlefield of Mahamaya with Yogamaya. Yogamaya, my inner and real consciousness that I must to achieve, and my external consciousness, my material and temporary consciousness, where we are attached by eons, eras, kalpas, starting a deep confrontation, fight, battle, war, and you must go through it. This is the path, and this is the instructions of Bhagavad Gita. In the very beginning, Arjuna ji is very happy with Krishna. We are together, me and my brother, me and my bro, we are going together to the battlefield. I fear nothing. And this is the first stage of our contact with Krishna. Right? Start Mahamantra, and we start feeling so happy with this. And then you get to the battlefield, Kurukshetra. And from there, you start looking everybody around. and you realize that your attachments and all what you love in this world is temporary, and everything was a big, big lie. They say they love to you, they say they are good with you, they say they are honest, they say this, they say that. Is not true. You can see them to their face and see they are in the opposite part of the battlefield. They are not with you, they are against you, and they are open to kill you if it's need, and they want to kill you because you are a trick, you are a problem for them, so they want to banish you. But you are with Krishna, and you must do truly believe and to have faith. Krishna walks you to this part of your devotional life, and now it's time to fight. When you see everything, of course you want to walk back, and Arjuna did it as well in his own life. In the same Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, you can see when Arjuna want to walk back, he say, Krishna, I cannot stand, I cannot keep my bow and arrows in my hand, I have no strength, my mouth is dry, I am shaking and crying. Krishna, I cannot fight. Krishna, full of compassion and love for his devotee, he say, Arjuna, stand up, come, look. And Krishna start instructing him, because instructing your devotee is a show of love. This is real love. Instructing the devotees with love, with compassion, with patience. This is the role of Guru, because the eternal Guru is Krishna. He is Paranguru. He is Mahaguru. He is the real Guru, origin of all. In this material world, the principle of Guru is Sri Nitai Ram, Nitaya Vaduta, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Prabhu. But in this material world, he appeared like this as the principle of Guru. But the real Guru is Krishna, and the real Guru is Radha. But that is a little bit more higher tattva. Then Krishna, with love and affection, look at Arjuna and say, look, come. Look this battlefield. All what is in front is material. All what is in front are your anarthas, sanskars, karma, positive karma, negative karma. This all what have been created yourself millions of lives, over millions of lives, and you are here in front of this battlefield, of this army that looks like eternal in numbers, and you look so small here. But Arjuna, listen, I will reveal to you what is all this. And then Krishna, with the all love, intelligence, supreme understanding and knowledge, he starts explaining to Arjuna what is going on. Why Krishna do this? Because he loves his devotee. Krishna said, I love my devotee. Krishna said, my devotee will never die, he will never perish. Bhagavad Gita. My devotee is eternal, and my devotee is even stronger than the demigods. Even I cannot win against my devotee. This Krishna said. So devotees are so powerful. But this means devotee. No somebody who is trying and failing and excusing on fails. Real devotees, yes, they are so powerful, so strong, that not even Krishna can win against them, that Krishna can win against everyone, anyone, but not against his devotees. In that case, Krishna will not fight. And if Krishna will fight, he will let the devotee win. This is the beautiful Leela of Radharani fighting with Krishna. While Radharani is in top of Krishna, and Krishna looks like he has no power against Radharani, because Radharani is an expert in every single area, also in wrestling. And the Sakis, the Manjaris of Radha, 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 Radha. Krishna is trying to win the battle, the wrestling, and it's not happening. And finally, Radharani win. Radharani win, or Krishna let her win. Both things. Because even if Krishna is fighting back, it's not possible. Why? Because Sri Radha is the heart of him. How he can fight a war without heart? How Krishna will let the devotee to fail? This is not possible. But all this material world is temporary. And all this material world is something that we must to understand how it works. In this path, my dear follower, my dear friend, in this path you will find thousands and millions, as Arjuna saw the battlefield, dressed as warriors, dressed as monks, dressed as gurus, dressed as this, dressed as that, as brothers, even spiritual brothers. This is what Arjuna saw, and that's why he didn't want to fight. Arjuna saw a battlefield with his own spiritual masters and warrior masters in the martial arts, his brothers, family, friends. The son of his own friends were there in the other side of the battlefield. This is what Arjuna saw. So this is what you will face. And very important point that you must understand, always keep it in mind. The real good ones were just a few of those in the battlefield. The good ones are only a few. Never follow the mass. When the mass is, there is problem. The mass is always a synonym of ignorance. Listen carefully. Goura Sangha is not a path for religious mindsets. Goura Sangha is a path of mysticism. So sorry if I break some preconceptions that are not leading you to spirituality, but to fanaticism and religious mindsets that are not the path of Sri Radha and Shyama. Arjuna saw in the battlefield thousands and millions over his own troop, his own group. Army was so small, just a few. And in the other side of the battlefield, millions. They win over them in millions of soldiers. Millions. When Arjuna saw and everybody saw, they were thinking, this is not possible. There is no way that we will win this war. There is no way we can win this war. There is no way? Really? There is no way to win this battlefield, this war? Can we win this war or not? Of course we can. Of course we can win this war. We can do it. Why? Because we have Krishna, and Krishna is the principle of Dharma. Externally, Krishna is the Dharma. He said in Bhagavad Gita, I manifest myself every millennium to establish Dharma. He is the Dharma. He said later in Bhagavad Gita, I am the Dharma. I am the virtue of the virtuous. I am the knowledge of the sages. Krishna is the Dharma. Krishna is the Dharma. Externally, Krishna is the Dharma. Internally, Krishna is above Dharma, and he cannot care less about material world, Dharma, religion, Vedas, this and that. He don't care about that, because really Krishna is eternally in Nityadam, in the eternal above, with Srimati Radharani playing games and enjoying the seva of the Sakis, Manjaris and Brajavasis. This is the real Krishna. This is the supreme path of Krishna. It's the higher tattva. This is Krishna. Krishna is not the one fighting in Kurukshetra. Is not the one in Dwarka. Is not the one there. But he expands in order to help Kali Jivas. And this Krishna in Kurukshetra is teaching to Arjuna how Dharma works. And he teaches his devotee because he loves his devotee. His devotee is not an asset. It's not something that it will bring me money. So I need more Arjunas, they will bring me more money. I don't instruct them, I don't care on them. I spoke about this in my video, Dysfunctional Family. Please watch it. It's hard, it's power, but it's very true. So Krishna instructs Arjuna because he loves his devotee. And he will not let Arjuna to fail. He will not let you down. He will never let you down. You will never fail if you are walking with Krishna. In the end, when Arjuna realized that all what he has to fight is his own attachment, and this attachment since the very beginning are destroyed already. It's just a matter of time. It's just about time that all anarthas will be destroyed. You know why? Because Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, all these people, those warriors and army are all dead already. By my desire are all dead. Already, you have to do nothing. You are not killing no one. In reality, you must do your seva. And your seva now is to do the show as you are a warrior and you will fight. But in reality, nothing this is real because I have been deciding everything already. This is what Krishna said. You must understand the Bhagavad Gita in a deeper way, the esoteric part of Bhagavad Gita. In reality, all those warriors, all those anarthas and problems you have in bhakti are all solved. They don't exist even because Krishna killed them all already. Why Krishna? How Krishna do this? Because for the very beginning that Krishna chose Arjuna to be Arjuna, he destroyed all the army against Arjuna already. Arjuna only must to act like a theater. And this is what Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita. Read again. Study the Bhagavad Gita. It's incredible. Because this is showing how your spiritual process is. 700 verses is not much. Every year in the celebration of Bhagavad Gita, I am reading the Bhagavad Gita full Bhagavad Gita. It takes me 3.5 hours to read all Bhagavad Gita. And you can do it. If I can do, you can do. Of course you can do. Read all Bhagavad Gita and get the idea. What is going on? Read the Bhagavad Gita verse to verse. With all the respect. The The Katha, the explanation of the Bhagavad Gita is very interesting in the different versions of Bhagavad Gita, very interesting to read. But for once, read the Bhagavad Gita as it is, just the Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna said, all the story, verse to verse, only the verses, and get the story going, rolling in your mind. Try to realize what is going on, and you will realize this. Krishna killed them all. When he chose Arjuna to be his devotee and to do this war, Krishna won the war for Arjuna. Indeed, in the same Mahabharata, that also I read the full Mahabharata in Spanish here in Goura Sangha. So for the benefit of Kali Jivas, full Mahabharata is read here. I don't know how many, 20, 30, 40 episodes. I don't know how much it took. Every episode for around 1 hour. But I read all Mahabharata. And there in Mahabharata you can read the same. So interesting. Also in Mahabharata you can read the second part of Bhagavad Gita. We know Bhagavad Gita as the one book, 18 chapters, right? 700 verses. But exists a second part of Bhagavad Gita that is also very interesting. And you can read it in Mahabharata. I recommend to you study, grow yourself. Don't keep with only what they put into your plate. There is much more food, spiritual food. And in this case, in spirituality, to be a rover also is good. As the saying say, if the mountain does not come to Mahoma, Mahoma goes to mountain. Yeah? At least we have in Spanish. It sounds like, si la montaña no viene a Mahoma, Mahoma va a la montaña. So in this case, also you, if nobody is giving you more information and keeping you close, that you cannot see more, go and take it. Because it's your duty to understand, to serve better, how to be better, how to grow up spirituality, in your spirituality, how to develop yourself. So Krishna killed them all before he chose Arjuna. Because Krishna is eternal, his mind is eternal, there is no past, present and future. If in the future of the battlefield Krishna killed them all and explained to Arjuna that all them are dead already, what does it mean? It means that Krishna decided this in the very beginning. So when Krishna chooses you, because you cannot choose Krishna, we Kali Jivas are ignorant, but in one moment by Kripa, Krishna said, this Jiva, go, wake up. So when Krishna chooses you by his infinite Kripa, Kripa Sindhu, ocean of mercy, spiritual ocean of mercy. If oceans in planet Earth are huge, immense, can you imagine a spiritual ocean that has no limits? This is Kripa Sindhu. The ocean of mercy. Krishna say, you who are looking now, watching this. And in the very beginning that this starts, and you start the process, and you start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everything is done. I say to you, everything is done. Now you must do the effort as Arjuna did. And the first part, of course, will be a little bit painful. In the beginning, it's like poison, and then it turns to milk, to Surabhi milk, not the contaminated milk of planet Earth nowadays. Real milk from Goloka Vrindavan. So the first part of the process, the first step is nectar, when you start. Then start the hard part, when you must face reality. When Krishna shows you that this material world, Mahamaya, is unreal and everything breaks apart, everything destroys, everything is like this, and you see even your so-called spiritual brothers will not be there, as Arjuna saw in the battlefield. But after that, start the nectar coming. After that, start the sweet taste coming. And you realize how this works. And you realize that step by step, all the darkness start fading away, fading out, and it's not there anymore. And step by step, your heart starts growing and growing and growing. And this heart, who was this shape, right? This shape is the heart. Starts and turns into a lotus flower, searching for what? For the light of the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radheshyam. And then, yes, the quote is correct in the very end. No the full process, but the end, and you will be happy, but eternally happy. Happiness, we understand happiness in this material world. What is happiness? But Ananda, the eternal bliss, is not that kind of happiness. Happiness never ends. And at the same time, the spiritual reality never starts. Doesn't have a beginning, doesn't have an end. It's not born and never dead, never die. It means that it was there already. We are simply cleaning ourselves to our real and transcendental reality. I'm not talking that we are eternal associate of Krishna or that we are coming from Vaikuntha. No, nothing about that. It's a different topic. But that happiness is eternal, and you get into that ocean. And you grow in happiness. You grow in peace, eternal knowledge, perfection, and overall prem, love, transcendental love. All the anarthas will be destroyed in the right time, in the time that Krishna decides that it's ready and the show is over. Because all this, finally, is a lila. It's your Krishna lila as well. Everybody live their own personal story with Krishna, with good things, bad things, times that you fight with Krishna, that you are mad on Krishna, times that you melt for Krishna, your heart melts for Krishna. They are all these episodes and are personal. We are not all the same. Every process is different. Every jiva is different, because Krishna is the universe of unique and personal relationships. This is the most advanced point of view, Madhurya. It's a personal, direct relationship with the Supreme Tattva, that is Radhe Shyam. So yes, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. But as a subtitle, chant Hare Krishna, be happy and brave, because the battle is about to start. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Give like and subscribe if you want to hear more conversations like this. Radhe Shyam.